The NFL draft is a few weeks away, and I'm currently doing my 7-round mock draft series where I go through all 32 NFL teams division by division, doing 7-round mocks for all of them. Today is going to be the AFC West. I am doing things a little bit different. I'm giving you all my draft strategy going into these mocks, so let's go ahead and get into that sucker. Special thanks to my friends over at Underdog Fantasy. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. More on them a little bit later, but the Las Vegas Raiders. With Jack Jones now being released, you're pretty thin at corner. They probably should trade down, acquire more picks, and then take like a Jahdae Barron or a Will Johnson. However, I don't do trades in these mock drafts, so I'm just going to stick at 6. I'm going to take the best player available. However, with the cornerback room being very thin, with the wide receiver room being very thin, I do want to address those two positions relatively early. On top of that, I do want to add more depth to the defensive interior. It's really just Christian Wilkins, and then they have a few nice rotation pieces. But if I could add more talent, then I'd be happy with it. Overall, I just want to stick to the top of my board. I want to take the best players available and elevate the ceiling of talent on the Raiders. Moving on to the Denver Broncos. At pick 20, I want to take either a running back or a wide receiver. Whatever we don't get at pick 20, we need to take on day 2 because I just want to surround Bo Nix with as many playmakers as possible. And then I kind of want to future-proof the roster, or at least add depth to some of the positions that may be thin or have contracts that'll be up after the year. You look at the defensive interior with Zach Allen. You also have John Franklin Myers. I believe both those guys are in the final years of their contract. McMillan in the slot is on a 1-year deal. So I do want to address those, and then maybe look at center or tight end on the mid to late day 3 section of the draft, because Wattenberger's coming off a good year. I just want to make sure that that's not an outlier and he just returns to being like a below average starter. And then of course, Evan Ingram, not like the long-term option. You got him for 2 years. That's awesome. But if I get another guy to that room, I'm okay with that. And then we got the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm just going with best player available at pick 22. Added a very talented, it could be a Colston Loveland, a Kenneth Grant. I'm really going to look at the options and just kind of take maybe one of the guys that are in the top 5 on my board. However, I do want to come away with some sort of pass catcher in the first 3 rounds. I don't care if it's tight end. I don't care if it's wide receiver. I want to come away with a pass catcher. Now, with Harbaugh and company, I think they're okay with taking like journeyman running backs or day 3 running backs. So we can wait. We can wait at running back. It's a stacked class. It's a talented class. We can wait. But I do want to grab an edge rusher at some point, preferably maybe a project, maybe just a guy with high upside, because you have Khalil Mack. He's back again. That's cool. You got Tully as well, but I want to get maybe a rotation, a guy that can maybe come in as a DPR. And then finally, the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs. We're taking the trenches early. It's offensive line, it's defensive line. It could be guard, it could be tackle, it could be defensive interior, it could be edge. We got what? 4 picks inside the top 100. I want 2 of those to be used along the trenches at the very least. Oh, Gojo heard I was talking about the Chiefs, so he hopped up in here. Regardless, I do want to take a safety as well, maybe at pick 95 or pick 133, because last mock we did for the NFC West, I noticed some good safeties kind of fell to that early to mid day 3 area, and I figure with Byron Cook coming off kind of an okay year, he really didn't look the same after the ankle injury. I believe he's in the final year of his contract as well, so maybe grabbing a future replacement, excuse me, isn't a bad option. I also want to replenish the cornerback room. A lot of their guys are in the final years of their deal, whether it be Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson, you got Nazeeh Johnson. I probably want to go with corner in the early to mid day 3 area, and then mid to late day 3, I want to add another running back. You had Pachenko go through some injuries last year. They brought in Elijah Mitchell, who's coming off he's kind of got that injury prone label as well. He's coming off another missed season because of an injury. So I just want to add more talent, more depth there. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this sucker. Before we get back to the video, I got to give a shout out to our friends over at Underdog Fantasy. When you download the app, sign up using promo code BROSHMO and they will match that first deposit up to $1,000 dues. It's the best place to play weekly best ball. And right now, you can draft rookies. Heck yeah, getting in early on the rookie class. But it's not just football. They got baseball, they got basketball, they got higher and lower on player stats. It's a real fun way to play. They have promos each and every day. So if you do download the app and you sign up, you got to use promo code BROSHMO to take advantage of, hey, they match that first deposit up to $1,000 dues. But please play responsibly and play within your means. Let's hit start. Remember, no trades in these mocks. It's going to be pure. Oh, look at that trade back. We would have got a second and a third. Golly, that's pricing to move up, but I would take it. Let's see. There ain't no way Travis Hunter on the board. I mean, never say never, but there's no way. He's probably going at 2 or 3. But it's what the simulator gave us. So, golly, if that happens, oh, just stick the pick and take Travis Hunter. Golly. Raiders getting an absolute steal right off the bat. Will Johnson available at pick 20. We're here with the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, I do want to go wide receiver. So looking at the guys that are available, it would be like Emeka Egbuka, Luther Burden, Jaden Higgins. What about running back? Amari Hampton still here on the board, so that's definitely something to consider. Colson Loveland, he's here. Gojo's excited. Apparently he's a big Loveland guy. But I'm probably going to take Amari Hampton. I think that one makes the most sense for me. And then we got the Chargers. Remember, we're doing best player available here for the Chargers. Loveland kind of feels like the guy. Ooh, you got the safeties here. Chargers don't really need a safety. James Pierce is interesting. I don't know with the character concerns. And again, if you didn't know, we're using the consensus big board. Gives us a better idea of who can truly be available here. Because granted, I'm going to be higher on some of the guys than the actual consensus, but it gives us at least a spectrum of realism, I suppose. But golly, dude. I mean, Ezraku's kind of dope, but like Loveland's probably the pick here. I think that makes the most sense. Kenneth Grant's off the board. Will Johnson would have been interesting here, but I mean, they did well drafting corner last season. So yeah, I guess we're just going to go ahead and take Colson Loveland for the Chargers. And now we're here with the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, wow. Malachi Starks is still on the board. I know some people like Nick Emmanuel. I think Starks is just a little bit more versatile and more well put together. Emmanuel, hey, the dude's headed in the right direction in terms of development, athletic freak. I mean, he's pretty high on my board as well. Simmons, Connerly, I think those are guys you should consider. I don't know if I'd take either of those over Starks. Let's look at the defensive line. Derek Harmon, Walter Nolan, those guys are tough to pass up on. They're really tough to pass up on. Edge seems to have flown off the board, so yeah, I think I'm going to take Walter Nolan. I have him higher on my board. You get to put him next to Chris Jones. That just sounds hella fun. You like the NFL draft. Matter of fact, you love the NFL draft, which means you're going to love my draft guide. If you want to know every player your team drafts or even signs as an undrafted free agent, then this is for you. My draft guide updates every day, and you'll be able to see those updates in real time as I add new evals and player backgrounds. It'll have analytics from this year and last year. It'll have the pro day and combine numbers. It'll even have my notes from the Senior and Shrine Bowl. It's a one-time purchase of $30 via PayPal, Venmo, or the Cash App. You can check out the pinned comment or the description if you want to follow those links. And when you do purchase it, please be sure to include your email because it is a Google spreadsheet. So I'm going to require email. Don't make me hunt it down because I will hunt you down. I will find you and I'll make sure you get your money's worth. Anywho, thanks for supporting the channel. Now we're back here with the Las Vegas Raiders. We somehow came away with Travis Hunter. That's kind of wild. That's kind of bonkers. This allows me to, I mean, really just kind of take best player available. And I kind of like it. Let's look at the defensive material here. Derek Harmon, like low key. That's not a bad option. You got Talik Williams. Could also be an interesting option. Let's see. What other spots? I mean, if we like Luther Burden being here is kind of ridiculous too. I don't mind Sweeter on the upside. So, okay, I'm between Derek Harmon. I'm between Luther Burden. I believe Harmon is higher on my overall board. No, Burden is. Burden edges out Harmon. Okay. We do need pass catchers. We do need wide receivers. And you could have Luther Burden, Travis Hunter, and Jacoby Myers all on the field at the same time. It's a deep defensive line class. Yeah, that's probably where we're going to go. All right, we're back here with the Denver Broncos. So I said whatever I take in round 1, I need to look for on day 2. But I do want to take a look at best players available. Just kind of keep that in mind. Got Judkins available here as well. What wide receivers do we have? Trey Harris is interesting. Is that too similar to what we have in Sutton? You got A.O. Manor. I might be more content with waiting to pick 85, see if there's a Royals. I like Kyle Williams quite a bit. I mean, you could go with Isaiah Bond. I mean, Tez is always an option. Reunite him with Bo Nix. I don't think that's bad either. So do we forego that and go with defensive line? TJ Sanders could be a very fun option. Omar Norman Lott could also be a fun option. Is there a slot corner maybe? Like, oh, Jacob Parrish is fun. Oh, I like Parrish. We could wait on Parrish. We could wait to. We could potentially wait to 85, but I really do want that wide receiver. But I do think the pick is probably for me going to be Sanders. I think he's a bit more all around than Omar Norman Lott, while also potentially giving you that pass rush upside, versatile body. That just makes sense. And then we got the Chargers. I took Colson Loveland in the first. I do want to take a quick gander. I do want to get a pass catcher. I don't know if there's a spot to take a pass catcher. Ariante Ursery still here, who landed Jackson. That's the upside guy. Oh, and then do I just wait to take? Well, okay, I took a pass catcher. Okay, I took Colson Loveland. We can wait on wide receiver. We can wait on wide receiver. I do want to grab an edge. I think Landon Jackson's not a bad option. Oh, dude, they got Swinson and Umami Ellen. Ooh, mommy. Dang, Swinson, man. Oh, Swinson's nice. But do I go for the more athletic freak? Jackson. This got real tough. Now I'm going edge. I know I'm going edge. Oh, is there anything else that could persuade me away from it? No, not really. Yeah, not really. What about defensive interior? No. Okay, so I think I'm probably gonna go with Braden Swinson. I like him quite a bit. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs. We took Walter Nolan in the first. I want to jump to that tackle spot because I thought I saw Ursery was slipping. Looks like we miss out on Ursery. Man, we could double dip on the offensive line. Ooh, Xavier Watts is here. But I did say I would wait on safety. So I think that's a-okay. I probably, like, Landon Jackson's probably who I'm thinking about going with. Let's look at the interior. Tate Ratledge could be interesting. Is there a guy specifically like here? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, we would be shooting for the moon on Cameron Williams, but I mean, that's the type they like to get. You don't have to start him right away with Jawan Taylor still being there. Does it feel rich at 63? Not really. I mean, I like Ratledge better. He's higher on my board, but I mean, we could take Charles Grant. He's probably not going to be. Oh, we got pick 66. I got to keep that in mind. So I could pocket Charles Grant, and I could probably go with an edge here. Let's look at corner, Parrish. I do want to look at safety, dude. Watts, sneaky, low key, could be it. Very fat. Oh, Kevin Winston. Yeah, I could probably I could kick the can on safety. I imagine maybe I get like Kevin Winston or Andrew Makuba. I think there's possibilities there. But Watts is a good pick. I don't know. I think Landon Jackson probably makes the most sense. I like Princely a lot as well. I'm going to swing on that upside. We're just going with the trenches. Now, I do want to take Charles Grant before he comes off the board. He looks like he could be a tackle. You could also kick him into guard, but he's got the length. Very good athlete. Think that's the right call. He won't be available there at 95. Las Vegas Raiders, we got Burden. We got Hunter. We are living our best life right now as the Raiders. Let's look. Omar Norman Lott's still here. But getting that penetrator is not a bad idea. I do want to stick with the top of the board. Xavier Watts is interesting. Because they brought back, they got Jeremy Chin. They brought back Isaac Samalu. Isaiah Polamaho? Something like that on an extension. But I mean, they could go with just, they could rotate these guys in. I think I probably should stick to that. I'm probably going to just take Xavier Watts. Take best player available. Denver Broncos. Haven't got that wide receiver yet. There's still some good wide receivers on the board. And we don't pick again until 122. We should probably take a wide receiver now. Who is that wide receiver? I imagine Kyle Williams is still here. This is going to be fascinating. I'm going to take a quick look at my own rankings because specifically I'm looking for someone that could primarily play on the outside. I have faith that Williams can do that. He played on the outside 75% of the time. Isaiah Bond is just that speed demon. See, and then, I mean, shoot, Jack Besh also played quite a bit on the outside. Am I worried about him missing out on speed? I think Besh is just a good football player. Yeah, we'll take Besh. Send it. Los Angeles Chargers. I got Colson Loveland. I got Braden Swinson. I'm straight up with y'all. I'm loving life if I'm the Chargers right now. Came away with that pass catcher. I could keep kicking the can on running back. Scatterboo sounds fun. But I mean, there's good players. There's good players. Pick again at 125. That's probably when I want to think about it. What other places can we go? We got that edge. We got the tight end. I could bring in wide receiver. Insane vertical speed threat. And Isaiah Bond and kind of hope that he isn't Jalen Reagor. That could be an option. It's not out of the wheelhouse. I didn't. Oh, got that high upside pass rusher. Like, what are other options, if I'm being honest? Like, Tate Ratledge is a little bit interesting. I guess running back would be the other option, but I'm kind of cool with kicking that can down the road. Norman Lott's also someone I kind of want to keep in mind. Yeah, I think I feel pretty good with our first 2 picks. That like Dylan Sampson, actually. Well, he won't be around at 125. That's speed that Najee Harris just doesn't have right now. Yeah, you know what? I'm game. Let's do it. Okay, back end of the 3rd round. This is the Chiefs' final pick on day 2, and then we're gonna get into day 3. I want to look at safety. There's Makuba. That's kind of what I was banking on, one of the safeties to fall here. I think this is probably where I want to take it. We can look at corner real quick, but there's some good ones that I like on that like mid day 3. Running back again. I mean, I'm probably not gonna. I'll just push that sucker down the road. I'll push that can down the road. Let's go with let's go with Andrew Makuba. I like that. So far, I feel like I've been able to do what I want to do with this draft. And now with the Raiders, golly, man, I jumped to the defensive interior. Golly, I love CJ West. Oh, I love the upside of Vernon Broughton. Good players. Oh, JJ McGee is just fun as hell. Oh, buddy. What about running back? Giddens, Martinez. Again, they're still good running backs. I could just grab one later and be okay. I could just grab one later and be okay. I think I'm going to take the defensive player. I do want to take a quick look at my own rankings. Excuse me. All right. West would be the highest player I have on the board, then Broughton, then Phillips. I don't know if I really want to roll the dice on upside because Broughton is the upside. I think you got a higher floor play with guys like West and Phillips. I'm gonna go with CJ West. All right, Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos. I'm very happy. I like when things go to plan. I mean, honestly, Travis Hunter being available at 6 kind of made the Raiders draft a whole lot easier. But what are we doing here for the Broncos? I kind of want to future-proof some stuff. I'm kind of satisfied with what I have. I will take a look to the interior. Ooh, I like Miles Frazier, but not a guy that's going to play center for us. Maybe Majors, maybe Gray. Lampkin's interesting. We have picks at 191, and I could just see if any of those guys are available. I do want to look at corner. Kobe Bryant is interesting, and we could play him in the slot. I mean, Upton Stout's here. Golly, I like Stout. Question. The thing is, it's like, okay, well, Stout's not probably going to primarily be an outside player, but I mean, Riley Moss has been pretty solid. I think I'm going to go with Stout. Oh, but I love the stank of Kobe Bryant. I really do. Oh, you got an opinion, bud? After much discussion with Gojo, I'm going to take that pissant. Right, plays with piss and vinegar. It's Kobe Bryant. Just one of my favorite players in this class. Really like him. All right, we got the Chargers. And, man, it feels like things have gone really, really well. I could look for that wide receiver. Tez is here. Man, I don't want to go quarterback. Jordan Phillips is interesting. Maybe if you want to develop somebody. Kind of got it and everything I want and more. Do I want to take upside? Because they brought back some guys on that defensive interior. If I want to develop, kind of a freaky tools type of player. I feel like Broughton would be that. Like maybe I'm not looking to bring like someone who could immediately impact. Like, yeah, I'm kind of okay with Otito and Tard and Hand. And maybe you just get to develop someone with tools. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to develop Broughton. Kansas City Chiefs, another team having a very, very nice draft. Let's see. We could go with an heir apparent at tight end. I'm probably not in the business of doing that. I don't think there's an offensive lineman that I want per se. It's corner. We have to go with corner, right? So who's going to be the best fit here for... Excuse you, Gojo. The Chiefs are on the board and you want to give some input? Here. You come give your input, bud. All right, so is it going to be Quincy Riley? I know you like Quincy Riley. We really liked him at the Senior Bowl. It's actually a good spot for him. You know what? We're going to do it. I'm going to trust you, Gojo. I'm going to trust you on this one. Back here with the Raiders, man, we're just living our best life. I really like our draft. I guess we could take that running back now if you want. Oh, Giddens still here at 143. Do I go? I might go Damian Martinez, actually. I might go with Damian Martinez because they got Raheem Mostert. He's kind of that speed threat. Maybe I go with the man that just can. He is just super muscular, super strong, can eat tackles. I love Devin Neal, but I think I'm going to go with Martinez. Yeah, I think it's going to be Martinez here for the Radas. Chargers back on the clock. We're just kind of in take best player available. I mean, do we want to double up at running back? I mean, the class is so stacked. We certainly can if we want to. I think low key, maybe I want to take some help on the offensive interior. A lot of these guys have come off the board. Ooh, Clay Webb, sneaky. I think I like him quite a bit. Yeah, a lot of these guys that I like are now gone. So if you wanted to go maybe grab a guard or center of the future, Clay Webb actually could be both of those. So can Joshua Gray. I believe he took some snaps at center during the Shrine. There we go. Zion Johnson just hasn't really emerged as like crazy good. They brought in Mekhi Becton, brought in Andre James to push Bozeman at center. So I think we're probably gonna go with Gray. Yeah, we're gonna go with Gray. Okay, who do we got next? It's the Raiders, man. I'm loving this draft. I want to double dip at corner. Like, let's see who's best player available. Okay, they brought in some. I'm gonna be honest. Feels like some stopgap options at linebacker. So grabbing a linebacker here is probably not a bad shout out. They brought in Devin White. They brought in Eldon Roberts. I'm assuming they just don't feel great about like Eichenberg and Bernie. So let's take a look at linebacker. Who's available? It's like Small Munden's probably him or Nick Martin, but I think I'd rather get someone with some size. Like that's the thing with Nick Martin. It's like not great size, but I just love how he plays the game. Small Munden, at the very least, gives you a bit better size and yeah, I'll go with Munden. And then we got the Chargers, just living life, enjoying life. It's kind of a good draft for us. Could go with that wide receiver. there's a guy. Oh, I like Ty Felton. I like Ty Felton quite a bit, but interesting thought here. Dante Thornton. Big body, vertical threat. Not opposed to it. That might be it, man. I think Thornton might be it. Like Ja'Cory Brooks, I low-key kind of like late on day 3 just because of all the blocks he's had on special teams. But I'm going to go with Thornton. I know we took Felton last time in the NFC West mock, I believe. But, I mean, with Thornton, you're getting much bigger body. Vertical type of threat, not necessarily like every down, and you're kind of hoping like, okay, this is maybe younger Mike Williams to some degree. Okay, with the Denver Broncos, kind of hit up on everything that I've wanted to. We could maybe look for that center now. Hope it's still available. I'm not a big Seth McLaughlin fan. It's not, so Clay Webb's probably going to be the guy here. Yeah, Clay Webb might be the guy. For me, this is good value to where he's at. He's not just a shorter stature, so probably going to center makes a bit more sense. We will have another pick coming up if we do want to like double dip on the defensive or the offensive interior. We do have that option with like a Drew Kendall. Did I see another guy here? No, I didn't. Okay. So, do I take a shot on that tight end now? Mitchell Evans, Jalen Conyers are guys that I just really like. Yeah, Mitchell Evans quite a bit. I like Conyers too, but like at least Mitchell Evans, you're gonna really all around and it just better Troutman, right? Is it Troutman? Adam Troutman? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Best player available as well, so I don't feel too guilty. Los Angeles Chargers. We got that edge we wanted. We grabbed a wide receiver. I could double dip at wide receiver if I really want to, but they've brought in some guys. We don't have to do that. We don't have to force anything. If I want to take another shot at running back, oh man, they got some guys here. Tosh Brooks could be fun. Monongai could be fun. Let's see. Defensive interior. I like Tonka Hemingway quite a bit. Edge, dude. Quay Robinson, Tyler Barron. Those are interesting guys. Oh, Tyron Ingram Dawkins. Oh, we can maybe roll with that. Very toolsy, high upside player. That's kind of a bit of a tweener. Played as a tweener at Georgia. Yeah, give me all the tools. Give me all of the tools. Back here with the Broncos, and yeah, I'm feeling peachy. This is our last pick. Kind of want to just go best player available. Call it a day. Jack Kaiser's actually not a bad get here. Caleb Ransaw, he could actually push for the slot if we're looking for some secondary depth. I don't think that's a bad get. They got some interesting edge talent here too. Who are some of their backups at linebacker? Because like Kaiser immediately very good special teamer. That's the thing. Immediately very, very good special teamer. Let's see. Okay, so oh yeah, they still have Drew Sanders. We got Strenad. Yeah, I don't think any of those guys are stopping me. I'll go Kaiser. I'll go Kaiser to wrap this sucker up. We got the Chargers, and we're just in best player available mode. That's kind of where I want to be. Caleb Ransaw, safety slot hybrid. I mean, dude, with like Quay Robinson, Tyler Barron being here, that's kind of just really good value. I could get a wide receiver if I want to. Oh, you know what? Like, we didn't get a linebacker, right? Nick Martin's like probably the top player still available on the board. So I'm gonna go with that. I love Nick Martin. Las Vegas Raiders. Gojo, buddy. See, you get a Chiefs fan in here, he just wants to interrupt the whole video. Oh, we still got 3 picks, man. Jeez Louise. Like Caleb Ransall's not a bad option. Just gives us more players to play with in that secondary. See, like throwing stuff at a wall, seeing what sticks. I'll go with Ransall back here with the Chargers. I took Nick Martin with the last pick. And y'all know I'm just kind of taking best player available. Let me get Gojo out of here before he loses his mind. Oh, buddy. All right. Manungai, I think that's the guy. Like, I'm going to bring some more running backs in to just kind of compete. And like Manungai and Samson are kind of a happy medium. You get a strong, violent runner and then just ridiculous speed. So I like that balance there. Raiders, we took Ransall. Again, we're just in the business of taking best player available. Tyler Barron, easy. I think he's like a sneaky top 100 player. Him being here is just really good value. Not going to pass that sucker up. And then this is the final pick for the Raiders. I think we've done a hell of a good job. Kind of done everything I wanted and more for the Raiders. Because we got our corner / wide receiver. Got another wide receiver. Safety to compete. Some defensive interior depth. We could grab another wide receiver. I mean, sure. Edge, linebacker, safety, / slot. So this has been a very well-rounded draft. Did get that running back. So like, I guess we could see if there's anyone we want to like kind of throw a Hail Mary with, I suppose. A lot of running backs still left on the board. Just like specifically looking for a name that might be higher on than the general consensus. Oh, Drew Kendall. That's interesting. But Jax Powers Johnson's your guy at center. Ooh, like Tonka Hemingway. Ooh, to add to that interior, I'm much higher on him than the general consensus. I mean, we could grab more corner talent, but I don't think we really need to. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm pretty content with, I guess, where we're at. Take a shot on Zeke Biggers, but I think at that point, I just want to take Hemingway. I think Hemingway's probably the player that stood out the most for me as far as someone I would want to select with this pick. I mean, if I want to get more corner help, but I probably don't. I want to grab another wide receiver. Actually, that probably can make some sense there. If I do want to grab another wide receiver, let's just go to the wide receiver class, see who's available. They got Isaac Tesla, Nick Nash, Kobe Hudson's probably the guy. I really like Ricky White, though. Oh, I was just talking all that good stuff about Corey Brooks and his special teams. Let's just go ahead and take Brooks. Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my gosh, we have 3 late round picks. Well, for the Chiefs, I'm very happy, very satisfied with what we've done thus far. It kind of hit up on everything that I really wanted to, so just kind of want to sit back and take the best players available. Let's look any edges that I liked particularly still on the board here. Doesn't really... Oh, Jasheem Davis. I actually like him quite a bit. I'm going to try to watch Elijah Ponder. I'm still trying to get some hands on Cal Poly film. Like all 22. I guess we could go to the interior. Hemingway's still there. I'd be probably looking for a run stuffer. Oh, if I'm looking for a big, meaty, hefty boy that could just eat space, Yaya Black. It's kind of that guy. Okay, I might be game. I think I'm going to take a little Yaya. Great measurables, too. Eats a lot of space. I mean, dude, we're the Chiefs. We got so many of these picks at the back end of the first round, or back end of the 7th round. Could literally do whatever the heck we want. Did I get a running back? Oh, I wanted to get a running back. Well, I guess we can get that running back now. Because there's a lot of good options here. If I'm looking for like the pass catching option, LaQuint Allen makes sense. He's probably the highest player still on the board. Oh, Corey Krosky Merritt. Oh, he's just like home run threat. So yeah, it'd be between Merritt and LaQuint Allen. Am I looking solely for the pass catcher? Probably not. I mean, dude, Merritt I think he's a guy that can maybe stick to the roster. A lot of praise about this guy's work ethic. He was the Shrine Bowl Practice Player of the Week, as well as the Shrine Bowl Game MVP. So there's a lot going for him in that regard. Chiefs still got one more pick. Kind of nuts. I could walk away with Allen too if I want. Let's see. We're just doing best player available at this juncture. I don't want to develop a tackle. I don't think I really want to go with the secondary either. I don't know if I don't think I want to go with more defense. Like Drew Kendall's pretty, like I got like a 5th round grade on him, I believe. Tonka Hemingway's still here. Oh, if I really want to, I think that might be it. Oh. You know what? Let's protect Justin. Let's protect Justin. But I do want to go look at wide receiver real quick. Oh, we could get Ricky White and his speed. I think it's fine. They're bringing guys. I think I'm probably going to go with Kendall. Just doubling up on the defensive or offensive interior. Chiefs, again, just taking best player available. I might just take another shot on a tackle. That could be a developmental option. Call it a day. Jack Nelson, I have him much higher than this. Oh, you know what? Arani Gadsden. You're looking for that heir apparent for Travis Kelce or just a big slot. That's probably not a bad place to go. Let's go. I feel good. I feel like we did some legit work here. So let's just go ahead and go through this. Let's start with the, you know what? Let's start with the Broncos. So we went to Amari and Hampton, and which meant when it came to our draft strategy, we had to get that wide receiver on day 2. We did get Jack Besh, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. TJ Sanders was there for us at 51. I felt like that was good value on top of addressing a potential future need. Kobe Bryant, I'm looking as a potential slot player that could also maybe contest to play outside, depending on, well, I mean, we saw Riley Moss get hurt last year as well. Clay Webb, ideally, he's going to be a center for us. Mitchell Evans, just going to be a good tight end too. Kind of hoping, and Jack Kaiser, good special teamer. So I feel really good. I addressed quite literally everything I wanted with the Broncos. Let's move on to the Chiefs. If you remember, I wanted to address the trenches early. We did that with the first 3 picks, with Grant being a potential tackle or guard, Landon Jackson, Walter Nolan playing on the defensive line. I did want to get a safety either at pick 95 or pick 133 with Makuba on the board at 95. I was like, can't pass that sucker up. I did get a mid-round corner in Quincy Riley, so just going to add some depth to that cornerback room. That's about to have a bunch of free agents. Yeah. Black, just kind of a nice space eater on the interior. Corey Krosky Merritt is just value. Rondy Gadsden is just value. So feel really good about the Chiefs draft. And we did address running back late, so I'm happy about that. Raiders. I don't think this is how it plays out. I'm sorry. Never say never in the draft. There ain't no way the Raiders are probably going to get Travis Hunter, which is going to very much complicate things. I kind of might be in the camp that the Raiders might trade back. Or maybe they just send it and take a corner at pick 6 anyway. Regardless, we were able to get Hunter. That's already a home run draft. Luther Burden, again, we were just letting value fall to us. And one of my strategies was just stick to the top players on your board. And we did that with Xavier Watts at 68, CJ West at 108, Damian Martinez at 143, Small Munden at 180. And then, I mean, dude, Tyler Barron was a steal at that point. So I feel really good about this Raiders draft. And last of, but not least, of course, we got the Chargers. We got Loveland. We wanted to get that pass catcher. We got that pass catcher. It also was in line with best player available. We went edge a little earlier than I expected, but I thought Swinson was just a player I really wanted to add at that juncture. I knew I was going to be okay with pushing running back down the board. I just kind of want to take best players available. Dylan Sampson, though, at 86, I felt good about. Gets speed to pair up with Najee. Vernon Broughton is a high upside player for the interior there. Jeez, Gojo, I just went over your Chiefs. You are He is a mad lad. Gojo, you want to say hi to the people while we're here? Yeah. There you go, saying hi to everybody. I just went over your Chiefs. You're disappointed? He's like, yeah, I can get out of here. We did go with Joshua Gray, center guard, does have tackle experience, but he's mainly going to be like a center guard just in case things don't go the way that we plan on the interior. Dante Thornton, vertical, speedy, big body threat. Maybe gives you what Quentin Johnson hasn't. Tyron Ingram Dawkins is a tweener, whether it's at edge or the interior, that has a lot of upside, tested really well. Nick Martin was just really good value. And then, of course, we got Kyle Monunga, Drew Kendall, just good value. I feel great about how we did in this mock. So you go ahead. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Of course, special thanks to our friends over at Underdog Fantasy. If you don't know, now you know. We're pushing out the final prospect rankings for every position. Currently got corner, linebacker, running back, quarterback out there. We're going to get offensive interior out pretty soon enough. So be on the look for that. But as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.